Hello again. I hope you guys like the cover. I hope you guys enjoyed the cover. Thank you guys so much. I saw some people giving gifted memberships on the premiere. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I believe I saw Crayfius on there as well. Thank you. I appreciate it. Spike World, happy 16 months. Crayfius, happy 16 months. Rainer, happy 5 months as well. Yes, I hope that everyone enjoyed that wild card cover. It took me a hot second to get everything done, but I'm really happy with how it turned out. So I hope you guys also enjoyed it. Yay! It's been so hard for me to keep everything under wraps. It's been so heckin' hard for me to keep everything under wraps, but and we got there. We got there in the end. And I can show you all the other things. I can show you. Look, I've had this art. Oops. I've had the art for the cover. Wow. All done and ready to go for a hot second. That was the very first thing that I did. As soon as you guys... as soon as the poll was done and the informants picked the song for my first cover, I immediately went out and I commissioned Nebula Horizon, or Hori, and she did such a good job on the art. So that was the first part, and then this one as well. Wow! You're so... Wait. Oh, no, wait. Wait. I need to dread... Oh, gosh. I've made a terrible mistake. Well, there we go. It's fine. Everything is fine. There we go. Yeah. And final, thank you for the 16 months as well. Thank you, I appreciate it. Yeah, so Hori did such a good job on all of the art. I was so heckin' excited. I was so happy, and they dealt with all of my little things. Like, I wanted to have the hands separate so that they would be easier to animate.
Now you're stuck with us.
For our lovely editor. for the MV editor. Facial expression looks like the male lead of a shoujo manga. What? And Cecil, Dark Cecil, thank you for the 12 months. Thank you. Oh my gosh. But yes, I'm so happy with how it turned out, and Snaf did a great job with the video editing as well. I'm so happy with everything, and the I have all the credits in the video for the cover as well, but just to say it again, it was Kururu, or Rob Savior 1309 on Twitter, who did all the mixing and mastering, and then Miori did all the timing and tuning, Miori Celestia, and everyone did such a good job. Everyone did such a heckin' good job, and I'm so happy with how everything turned out. And I did mention that I would show you guys, I could show you guys, rather, if people want here, the version before the mix. So when it was just the timing and tuning, which again, Miori did for us. So yeah, Miori did all the timing and tuning. So here, actually, I'll show you guys. Maybe not all of it, maybe just some of it. Welcome. Thank you, momento.
Play the game, who's gonna win or lose this time round?
I don't know why you decided to jump in
on
there
your poker
like that.
face. You're bluffing, two-faced, I see through your facade. So go all out, we doing this my way. Wanted me to hang it up and lay off. Why you so afraid I'm gonna take off? Restrictions, oh, you're no fun. Play it, fake it, hey. You're trapped, you can't react to this. You're seeing what I got, you you just
this
don't
is
got.
before all the mixing
The
and
tension
mastering
is
was
high,
done.
your life's on the line. This adrenaline high, I love it. I see you've been trying, but you're wasting your time. Wanna play? I'll show you. I'll give them a show. You can't stop me, take control. Think you got me? No, you don't. Wait till I step in, I'm cold. I'ma get up and pose, switch the game up. I know, got your face up. Oh no, you weren't even close. Seeing me? No, I always got a trick up my sleeve. Hypnotizing game, see the way that I move. So easy, actuality ain't what you perceive. I've got the might of touch, oh yeah, come try me, baby, if you dare. Hold it, give it up, baby, try your luck. I'ma show off, I don't stop. The tension is high, your life's on the line. This adrenaline high, I love it. I see you've been trying, but you're wasting your time. Wanna play? I'll show you. I'll give them a show. You can't stop me, take control. Think you got me? No, you don't. Wait till I step in, I'm cold. I'ma get up and pose, switch the game up. I know, got your face up. Oh no, you weren't even close. Oh no, gunning for you, I'm so cutthroat. Oh no, baby, wicked, I'm a wild card. No, I know how this is gonna go. No, baby, wicked, I'm a wild card.
Anyway, let's get rid of that. But yeah, that was all of the timing and the tuning to make sure everything was perfectly on beat. So Miori did all of that for us before I sent it over to Kururu for the mixing and the mastering, and we got all of the fun effects and everything that go into the background. Yeah, and poor Miori. all of my harmonies, she did offer to make me a apparently usually when people do covers, you get like a vocal guide. And so that's like, you know, someone like Miori would put together like, here's the main melody, and here's your harmonies, and here's, you know, they put it all together, and so that you know like exactly what you're doing. But I didn't realize that, and by the time I reached out to Miori, I had already recorded it. So I just reached out to her and I was like, hey, do you have any openings for commissioning for timing and tuning? And she was like, yeah, I can also do a vocal guide. And I was like, sorry, I already bullshat some harmonizing out my rear end, so you have to deal with whatever I recorded here. I like harmonizing random shit, and probably because when I did do choir in school, I was an alto, so I never got to sing the main melody. I only ever got to do harmonizing. So that's something that I just enjoy doing. But now I know that now I know that people actually get guides. There are actually people who do guides, which I guess is good to know for next time. Yeah. So I recorded it, and it took a hot second because I am not used to recording covers or anything, and I wanted it to be really good. And there are also parts that overlap, right? There's parts that come in really quickly after others, so I would take one part, like record it, and then I would stop, and then I would go onto another track and record the next little bit, just to make sure that everything, like nothing overlapped weirdly, because you're also not supposed to have anything overlap at all before you send it to someone for like timing and tuning and mixing and mastering and all that kind of stuff, which also different from what I would generally do. So it took a hot second for me to be okay with the original recording for everything, because I wanted it to, I wanted it to be as good as I could do, because it's my first ever cover, and I wanted everyone to enjoy it. I wanted you guys to have a good time. Here, this is all I have, so deal with it. It's your problem now. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly. Oh, poor Miori. But she did such a good job, man. She did so good. How long did it take? I want to say it was probably I'm a really slow recorder. I'm an incredibly slow recorder. So even when it comes to like V&U episodes and stuff, now I could just like do a take and send it in and it would probably be perfectly fine. But I'm that person who I do a whole bunch of takes and then I pick the best 3 and then I cut those into a file and I take out all the breathing in between and then I send those in. But the recordings for the singing were done, I did it over a week. Probably in total, but it was like, you know, I would wait until I had a really good throat day and then I would sing part of it and then I would, you know, once my throat started to hurt, I would like stop and then it was like over time like that, because I wanted to make sure that it all sounded like good. And then so once I got all of the recording done, I sent it to Miori, and she did all of the mixing and mastering and stuff. And then once I got that back from her, I sent it off to Rob Xavier, to Kurururu, and they did all of the mixes and mastering bits for it. So all of the what are they called? The artificial harmonies, I believe it's called. Yeah, also all of the effects, like the echoes and the glitchiness of some of it, and artificial harmonies and all that kind of stuff. So that was all done in the mixing and mastering by Kururu. Also, BB Dust, happy 12 months. Happy 12 months. AI backup singers, yeah. Exactly. So they for that kind of thing, they take your singing and they transpose it into like different notes and stuff so that they create artificial harmonies. So you don't have to sing all of it, because that would be a lot. Imagine, because you would be like na 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 na, and then same thing with like underneath. And then if you wanted to do like minors or like majors or like whatever to try to like fill out the space, that's a lot of different takes that you would have to do to get all of the things that they'd put in with artificial harmonies. So yeah. Have a good rest of your day at work, Talmond. Have a good rest of your day. And then yeah, so they did all of that and all of the leveling. I know someone who does all that recording. Yeah, I originally thought that I had to do all of that, so I was going to, and then I was told no, stop fucking doing that. They'll do it for you. Yeah. You hate that you understand all the music theory. Teehee. It's okay. While I've never recorded a cover or anything before, I do know all of the theory back from when I was into like a lot of classical music stuff as a kid. Because I don't know if you guys have ever taken, if any of you have taken a classical instrument. I know piano the best, but like once you get to certain Royal Conservatory levels, they start making you take classes outside of just playing. They make you do harmony classes, like harmony tests and history tests and a whole bunch of other stuff. So yeah, you actually have to know things that go behind it, which is weird. When you just want to play the piano. I don't know why I had to understand all that, but I did apparently. But yeah, it was really it was interesting to see how it went from the just the timing and tuning, like the very clean version that Miori did, and into being the full mix and master that Rob did. It was really cool. And then of course, getting the whole NV done up and set up together, because you guys saw the art I showed you guys, and Snap did really, really well taking the art and recreating a good amount of the original wildcard MV. So I think they did a really good job as well. Piano is more tricky than people think. It can be, for sure. I think people think that piano is easy because the keys are already set up, so you don't have to do any like specific mouth movements or anything to try to switch octaves and things like that a lot of other things have. But I wouldn't say that piano is hard as an instrument. It's harder than people think, I'd suppose. But like, yeah, a lot of like string instruments are way harder. String instruments are so much harder. Yeah. Conservatory sounds like a place where they make music, strawberry jams. It's just the Conservatory of Music. Royal Conservatory. Coordinating both hands for piano is harder, IMO. I mean, you need both hands in other instruments too, right? For example, a violin, one hand is the bow, one hand is the finger placements on the strings, and you're holding the instrument up and making sure everything is good. I would say piano, in terms of difficulty, I would give it about the same difficulty as like a brass instrument, like when I was playing trombone or baritone. I would say that woodwind instruments can be a little harder than the piano. For example, a tenor saxophone or clarinet. And I'm only naming instruments I've played. I'm only naming instruments I've played, so. But your hand span and piano keys? I have piano hands. So I have like long, thin fingers. So I could hit like the octave. I think, could I hit one above the octave? I don't remember. But I could at the very least hit the entire octave, and it wasn't very much of a problem. So yeah, tuning a piano seems labor intensive. Yeah, but that's why you pay other people to do it. And you don't have to do it super often, right? Someone comes in, tunes the piano, and then they leave. Yeah. Violin is way harder. Yeah. I tried to play the violin, and then I immediately stopped trying to play the violin. So. I will forever agree that string instruments are harder than a piano. Although technically the piano is like a weird mix between a string and percussion instrument. But yeah, I will forever say that a string instrument is well more difficult. Although when you get to the higher levels of piano, when you are doing a lot of different things, then I'd say maybe they're approximately equal. But when it comes to especially starting out, a string instrument is way more difficult. Yeah. VV, thank you for the 2. Thank you for the soup. I appreciate it. I can hit 13ths, but it hurts. Yeah. I don't know, man. There's some people that just have, they must just have giant hands for some of the things that you're hitting. It's just crazy. Tried to play a lot of them, but only 2 stuck with me. Yeah, understandable. And the real piano and string instruments, also percussion instruments. Yeah, exactly. Insane. Did you learn instruments or do one at a time or simultaneous? I played piano until I was like 10 or 11, I want to say. And the only reason I was allowed to stop is because I hit, I completed 10th level piano, and the only thing after that in the Royal Conservatory is certification to be a teacher or to be a concert pianist. And no one wants a 10 or 11-year-old teacher or concert pianist. So I was able to argue my way out of having to play piano. And so I moved on to the clarinet. Can I play piano now? Abso-fucking-lutely not. I haven't touched it in like well over a decade at the very least. But yeah, I played a lot of piano as a kid. I had to get up at like 5 or 6 in the morning, and I practiced for a couple of hours, at least 2 hours every single day. The only day I got off was my birthday. Nope, that's a lie. I did not get my birthday off. Christmas. I got Christmas off because it was God's birthday. I did not get my own birthday off. I also had to play after school a little bit. Yeah, it's part of the reason I don't like mornings, I think, in my opinion. It's because I used to have to get up really early every single day to practice. So, yeah. Who doesn't want a 10-year-old teaching them piano? Most people. That's pretty sad. That's what happens when you have Asian and German parents. Yeah. So yeah, I played a lot of piano, and then I stopped because I convinced them that I should be able to stop, and I picked up the clarinet because in my household, I've said this before, but we had to play at least one instrument, at least one sport, and have at least one other hobby at all times while maintaining straight A's. So I had to play something else, so I played clarinet. And then I played clarinet for a little bit in 7th grade, and that's when band usually starts where I grew up at this particular point in time. And it turns out that everyone else really sucked at their band instrument, and I was pissed because I was really bored. I already knew how to play clarinet. So then I started playing trombone as well. So I played clarinet at home and trombone for school. And then I played trombone until, I want to say 9th grade. And then I also joined a jazz band, so I was playing trombone and tenor saxophone. And also the slide positions on trombone are the same as the fingering positions for baritone, so sometimes I played the baritone with the girl, because there's only one girl who played baritone, whereas there was like 3 or 4 of us who played trombone. So sometimes if she was out, I would play the baritone, yeah. Yeah, it's a little bit all over the place, but it is what it is. In the 90s, everyone took up the clarinet so they could become saxophonists. Is that how that happened? I really wanted to try to play the flute, but I could not play it. The one time I tried, because when we started band, they gave us like tests, like you could test the instrument sort of idea. And I couldn't get it to make a noise, and then when I eventually did get it to make a noise, I passed out. So I was no longer allowed to play the flute. Yeah, so that was that. Yay, didn't stick with trombone long enough to pick up the slide positions. Oh, really? I think the trombone was a lot of fun. I think the only bad part per se about the trombone was at the end of whatever like session, be it practice or like in band or a performance or whatever, you have to empty it. And for those of you who know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. For those of you who don't, you have to empty any instrument that you blow into, because you're literally just spitting into it for like 2 hours. And a lot of instruments have like 1 or 11 said the spit valve. They have a valve that you push that and you and blow, and it shoots the spit out. A trombone, the spit all ends up in the slide. So you take the slide off of the trombone and you just like shake it upside down. As all your spit comes out of it. So that was generally unfun. I think that was generally the unfun bit about playing a trombone. just afterwards you're like, bleh, gross. Everyone's just like emptying out their fucking like spit slide. At least it's your own spit. Yeah, that's true. That is true. But yeah, that's brass instruments for you. That's brass instruments for you, because you're literally just like putting your mouth into a little thing and you go the entire time, right? You're literally just blowing really hard and like vibrating your lips. So yeah, there's gonna be spit. So yeah, that was the nice thing about a piano. There was never any spit involved in a piano. And piano is also how I originally learned to sing, because I would sing along with like scales and arpeggios and stuff like that. So as I was playing, it was like la 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 la, and then you keep going up and up and up, because most people played, yeah, you start with like scales and arpeggios and like doing intervals, and then sometimes there were, oh god, what were they fucking called? There were songs that were specifically meant for learning. Oh god. No, not triads. There was one particular, it was a fucking like a burnt beige looking book. Etudes? No, it wasn't etudes. It was like one, I fucking don't remember. It was, I hate them. I hated them so much. for technical skills? I don't remember. Piano Mosers for technical skills? I don't remember. It was one stupid book, and they had a different one for every single grade, and they always pissed me off. They pissed me off. Because they were essentially just songs that were put together to do like technical skills. So again, more scales and arpeggios and triads and fucking octaves and all that bullshit. And then they would just kind of turn it into a song, and they were like, it's more fun to play. It's not more fun to play. It was terrible. Yeah. But I think my favorite things to play were Chopin songs. But very rarely did I get to play Chopin songs, because I was able to play really, really quickly, so they always gave me the really fast technical pieces because those were the ones that always did really, really well in competitions. So like recitals and things where you were playing everything, and the faster you went, the more accurate you could do, the more technical it was, the more likely you were to win money. So that's those are the pieces that usually I got stuck playing because my teacher and my parents and everything were like, yeah, these are the ones, and I was like, no, I just wanted to play Chopin and cry. You know, they're way more emotional. I just thought that they were so much more fun. They were so much more fun instead of like all over the piano, just all so fast, so stupid. Yeah. So much stuff. Stupid fucking all the stupid fucking fast ass songs. I just wanted to play some really nice, slow, like emotional pieces, right? But I never got to. I only got to do those on my own time. I was never allowed to do them for like exams or recitals or competitions or anything. So I just had to do them on my own. So I think I played more Chopin pieces after I stopped playing piano, like as like having to play it and practicing. So I played it while I was playing like other instruments. And I would also learn like anime songs because of course I would. Yeah. But yeah, and that's how I got into singing through piano, and I've always enjoyed singing and just making silly noises and doing all the things. So and it's all culminated in me existing and making today's cover. Yes. Which I'm so happy. I'm so happy it turned out well. I'm so happy that everyone liked it. Makes a lot more sense now. Yeah. Yes. I don't know. I think I'm glad that you guys picked that song too. There were a couple of others in the short list that you guys put together that I was like, oh, these are gonna be good. And then there were a couple that I was like, I mean, I'll do it if it wins, but I don't know. And you guys went for one of the ones that I was like, I can do this. I can do this justice, I think. So I'm glad. Thank you guys. Future cover songs. Yeah, oh my god. The only thing about cover songs is that they're money. They're money. I don't know how some girls put out so many cover songs so quickly. My assumption is that they know how to do songs, like they have the skills themselves, right? That's my assumption, is they have skills, right? So, like, if you can draw, if you're an artist, then you don't have to pay for the art, right? And in most cases, for cover songs, usually you want multiple pieces of art, right? So, like, mine had 2 pieces of art and then multiple hand positionings, right? And then, so I had to pay for that, and then it's commercial rate, so it's double what it usually would be. And then you pay for timing and tuning, and you pay for mixing and mastering. And of course, again, girls who have those skills don't have to pay for it. For example, Miori, she knows how to do all of that, so she would do all of that herself. Or, like I know some of the girls in, I know some of the girls before Kawaii went, used to do streams about that. I don't know if they're still doing streams with mixing and mastering, but I have done some of them, seen some of them do things like that. And that's not cheap either, because that takes a lot of time and attention. It probably takes, I'm assuming it takes quite a while to get all, especially the mixing and mastering, to get everything put together properly. So that's another chunk of money. And then the MV. And MVs are expensive. Especially if it's something that's more involved, right? For example, if this was gonna be just like the piece of art like slowly moved across the screen and there were lyrics, I feel like it probably would have been closer to like $75 US. But most like I went through, like I contacted quite a few people for the MV, and we'll just say that the range of prices I was given for the wildcard MV to like try to create something that had a similar finish to the original was anywhere between $2 to $350 USD. Somewhere in there. Because that's a lot of work. It is a lot of work, right? Like they made me move, they made me blink, they have all the lyrics up on screen, they have all the backgrounds, all the moving parts, right? Like that's all the things. Yeah, that's pretty cheap. Yeah, exactly, Direwolf. Like that's not expensive for an MV. So like all together, I feel like an average cover, if someone's putting it together and it's to a similar amount of detail in the MV that I had, because wildcard is not it's not like a simple MV, but it's also not like a super complex one. So I think I'm just like somewhere smack dab in the middle. And so I want to say that like the average cover when someone puts it out is probably between like $400 and $600 USD, which is money, right? So that's why it takes a lot of time for a lot of people to put them out, and it's crazy to me when girls can just pump them out. I'm like, girl, my assumption is that people have hidden talents, right? People or just like people who are really who've done a lot of work to get good at other things, like the timing and tuning, or mixing and mastering, or art, or the MV stuff, things like that, right? Yeah, how much you can do yourself and what you need to outsource, exactly. And I need to outsource all of it, because I'm not that kind of artist. I can draw little guys, and it's fine. Yeah, the conversion rate. Don't remind me of the conversion rate, Adam. Don't remind me of the conversion rate. Please, it hurts my soul. Oh my god, it hurts my soul. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, because I can't really draw in that way. I can do like the bare minimum of timing and tuning. Like I wouldn't have been able to do this myself. I can time and tune my own covers, like or not covers, my own shorts. If I do like shorts songs, sometimes I do like a little bit to them if I'm feeling bored. If I have time to and I want to do a little more work and try to figure some stuff out, then sometimes I'll do that. But generally, I don't. I can't. What I can do, I have learned from watching other VTubers do timing and tuning streams. We'll put it that way. And And like, I definitely can't mix and master. Also, all of those programs are expensive. Those programs alone are expensive, let alone learning the skill, getting presets, buying all the filters and stuff, because also filters and stuff aren't free. You also have to pay for all of that. That's crazy. Yeah, and I haven't learned that ability, because those things, it's not just talent, because like, sure, some people are talented, you might have a talent for art or a talent for whatever, but all of those things are incredibly time consuming to learn, right? And they just don't happen to be skills that I have. They're not in my skill set, and that is perfectly fine, right? I can do other things that other people can't do. Like I can do some live 2D things, and I have taken time to like be semi-okay at singing, or I'm really good at laying on the floor. Right? But everyone takes time to do different things, and that just doesn't happen to be things that like this is a particular set of things that I have not put time into. Maybe someday I will. I have thought about trying to learn timing and tuning, or mixing and mastering, probably more just timing and tuning, honestly, but that means that I have to listen to myself. I don't like doing that. I don't like listening to myself, which is honestly part of the reason that I originally live 2D means I don't have to listen to myself. I just have to look at stuff. So, could it build? No, I can't build things. That's not a thing. It's not a thing. It's not a thing. Yeah, but maybe one day I can convince the other girls, and we can do something together. Although they all have the same skill, a lot of them. Like if I were to ask, all the Oracle girls, for example, then like all of them are artists except for me and Maeve. So like we would have the art, fine, great, perfect, but none of us can time and tune, and a couple of them are okay at video editing, but I don't think MV editing. I think that's quite the different thing. That is quite the different thing. I am an artist in a different way. I make scrunkly little guys. I'm not like an artist. Yeah. You could change the tone of your voice via software to sound different or silly, or I could just change it myself. All you have to do is change the tone of your voice a little bit, and it's fine. I could just talk like this, and that's perfectly okay. Or I could talk like this all the time, and that would also be okay. So you don't really necessarily need to use software to change your voice and get all the undertones in. You could definitely just like try a little bit, you know? I think that's gonna be really fun. But you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. I hate hearing the sound of my own voice. Yeah. I think most people don't necessarily enjoy hearing their own voice. You get used to hearing it after a while if you do like, you know, like voice acting or streaming where you're trying to like get clips for videos and stuff, or things like that. And yeah, you get used to it, but it doesn't necessarily mean you like it. I don't know. I think sometimes my voice is okay, but sometimes I find my own voice really annoying. So I'm really glad that you guys seem to like it, because I don't fucking know, man. You're okay with hearing your own voice, but highly critical of your own diction and stuff? Makes sense. Yeah. And then like, yeah, mine is always deeper than you think it is. Really? Most people, their voices are higher than they think that they are. Most people's voices are higher than they usually perceive, because our voices like reverberate in our own heads. Right, as you're talking, it's going through your bone, like through your face into your ears when you're hearing it yourself. So it's a lot usually fuller and deeper than when other people hear it. Fucking hate that shit. I used to be like, oh my gosh, I have a deep voice, but it's only annoying sometimes. And then I heard myself and I was like, I don't have a deep voice. I don't have a deep voice. Oh no, it's annoying all the time. I used to think, when I was younger, I used to think that I had quite a deep voice. In general, especially like when I'm more excited, my voice does go up. Like if I'm more energetic, if I'm excited, my voice does tend to go higher in pitch. Whereas like if I'm bored, if I'm bored, I tend to talk down here. And then it's still, even that is it's still not as low as I originally, like, as I perceive it as I'm saying things, right? I'll listen back to things and I'm like, oh no. Oh no. Oh. It's also why you can use braces as headphones. Ah. Yeah. Yeah. It's also why singers usually, like, if you look on stage, they all have like an earpiece, and that's so they can hear themselves in real time, because it's also hard to hear yourself over other stuff going on if you're doing music and things. I tend to, it's a good thing you guys can't see me sometimes in karaoke, because I cup my hand to my ear. Because if you cup your hand to your ear and you put the bottom like closer to your face, then it helps to direct your actual tone like to your ear. Yeah. Yeah, but that's why like you see some singers on stages like pushing their ear, and it's like they're pushing the earphone in so they can hear themselves better when they're singing like higher notes and things like that, trying to make sure that they stay on key. That's normal though. Yeah, it's yeah, but I feel like it's one of those things that like if you've been in a choir or you've done some singing, you know what that is, but like otherwise like people are like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm holding a pretend phone. Teehee. Anyone playing in a band can tell you that you lose who's playing what tones. Yeah, exactly. It's hard to keep track of, even though it's coming out of your mouth. Like sometimes you're not certain, like, are you making an or are you making like an you know? And you'd think that you would know based on like your own like mouth and what you're doing, and but like you don't always. Sometimes it's not, you're not actually making the noise you think you are. Don't think people would find that weird? I don't know, maybe I'm just self-conscious of it, okay? I don't know. Yeah. I did that while recording the cover, I'm not gonna lie. It's part of the, I always have like one headphone off and one ear in a headphone and one not, unless I'm doing ASMR. Then I have both in, but yeah, so especially when I was recording for the cover, I was always kind of like trying to check and monitor to make sure that I was singing the right place or the right timing, or like I had the right note in the right place. So it's definitely when I'm trying, I guess it's like when I'm oh god, what's the word? Like when I'm sweating. I guess when I'm being a try-hard, that's when I'll usually do that so I can hear myself a little bit better. Yes. Because otherwise you listen back and you're like, oh. Ugh. That was not what I thought I sounded like. Not necessarily more louder, but we just learned about ear damage as time went on. Yeah, in-ear monitors are nice since they protect your ears from loud PAs and amps, but you can still hear everything. Yeah. It's kind of like, oh gosh, I know, I've told you guys that Extrovert Friend goes to concerts and stuff, and she wears earplugs that I think, are they like loops or something? They're like earplugs that are specifically meant to like dampen, but still you can hear everything nicely. I don't know. Because she likes going up to the front by the speakers, because she likes like feeling the reverberation of the bass in her body, and I was like, that sounds fucking horrific. That sounds terrible to me. But she has another friend who I don't actually know. I have just heard through her. She said that her other friend doesn't believe in doesn't believe in like headphones, or not headphones, like earplugs. There we go. Yeah, she doesn't believe in earplugs. Because extrovert friend got her a pair of nice earplugs for, I think it was for Christmas last year. And the friend was like, oh, thank you, but I don't wear these. So if you want to keep them and give them to someone else, what the fuck? Dude, my guy, you're gonna end up deaf. Oh, jeez. You're kind of the same way with concerts. You love feeling the air of the amps blasting through your body. Yeah, some people do enjoy that. I think that would give me a panic attack. I think that would give me a panic attack, personally. Doesn't believe in them now, you'll believe in them in about 20 years. Yeah, exactly. I was just like, that's... Like, you know that... And they're... That's... You're there, you're enjoying the environment, right? You're with all the people, you can feel, like if you're that close to the speaker, you can still feel it in your body, whatever. Like, just put it in, have some ear protection. It's good for the long term. Like, we know that shit's good for the long term, okay? Just do it, even if you don't want to, even if you don't like the feeling of things in your ears, because I think that's what she said. I don't remember if that's even the same person, honestly. Extrovert friend has a lot of friends, because of course she does, because she's an extrovert. So I hear all sorts of her stories when she goes out, and I'm just like, yeah, I am glad I stayed at home. That sounds like a literal nightmare. Or she'll show pictures when she goes to like raves or concerts. There's just so many people, and I'm like, dear God, I would rather pass away. I would rather fucking die. Have a good night, Rainer. Have a good night. Yes. Oh, and thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Get some good rest. Yeah, I've been to like some concerts, but they're all like old, like not like EDM concert, like not. I don't know, a lot of the concerts and rave, like things that she goes to is like, there are like bleachers and whatever, chairs you can sit in, but most people are out on the floor, like standing or jumping or dancing or whatever. And I was like, there's so many people. Just let me enjoy the music. Let me sit in my chair. Maybe it's because I grew up with like going to classical music, like orchestras and like operas and stuff. So for me, I'm like, I want to go and listen to the music and enjoy it, but I want to be like sitting and I can close my eyes and just like listen, right? I don't want to have to like jump up and down and like worry that I'm in people's way, and then have people like bump into me and have people just be way too close to me. I went once. Once because extrovert friend was like, please, for my birthday, and I was like, sure, okay. And yeah, I was down on the floor for a little bit, and then I was like, I can't be here anymore. I was so awkward, and then I went up and I sat in the bleachers. There was one nice girl though who said that I had a nice butt. I think that was like the one nice thing about that entire like rave concert thing. Extrovert friend, no, she's not. She's somewhere between a normie and like the nerdiest fucking person. Yeah, I met her through like cosplay stuff. So she is like, she's a cosplayer. She watches a ton of anime. She's the person who originally got me to watch all of My Little Pony. She's a huge nerd. She holds Magic Mondays at her place, and when they're not at her place, they go to a bar and they play Magic. She's a D&D, she's the DM of our D&D group. Like, she's very nerdy, but then she also is learning how to DJ, and she goes to raves and a whole bunch of other shit. So she just does a little bit of everything. She's kind of like one foot in multiple worlds sort of thing, right? Like she goes to the gym. She has played organized sports when I've known her. Yeah, she's crazy. I don't know how she has the time or energy to do all of this shit, but she does. So, yeah. Yeah, so I would definitely not say that she's a normie, but yeah, she's very much a foot in multiple worlds type of person, whereas I'm like, I am firmly right at home. Thank you very much. Some people have that drive. Yeah, she does a little bit of everything. Like she does like volunteer work at a farm, and she does like tons of physical activity stuff and like normie stuff and job stuff and work stuff and all the nerd things. Yeah, liking lots of stuff is fine. Having time for it all is insane. Yeah, I swear to God, she just doesn't sleep. I'm near certain that this girl is like actually some sort of lizard person or something. Like, I don't understand. And I used to just be like, oh, it's because she's so much younger than me. But now she's the same age, like she is an age where I was since we were friends. And I'm still like, I didn't have that much energy when I was that age. I didn't have that much energy when I was that age. Oh my God. She a vampire? Maybe. Could be. She is very pale. The lack of sleep part, yeah, wow. I don't have a lack of sleep though. I don't have a lack of sleep. I just have a weird sleep schedule. But I do get a good amount of sleep. Generally. Usually. Yes. Yeah, the time is the hardest thing I find, right? Because like, even if you have a ton of interests, it doesn't mean you're going to be able to spend a lot of time doing them. I don't understand how people like her get it done. She organizes, I'm near certain she schedules like every moment of her life, I'm not going to lie. Some people are natural short sleepers. They only need 4 hours and never get drowsy. I fucking wish. I did that all through like uni and stuff. I got like 2 to 4 hours of sleep, and I'm pretty sure I used all of my energy. I'm pretty sure I used all of my life's energy by the time I was in my early 20s. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. That's what I that's what I say. That's my go-to, right? That's why I'm always tired now. It's just because I didn't realize before. I used to be super hyperactive, like more than Meeta. Like I was like the hyperactive kid. And teenager for a long time. Like I was the one with the most energy when I was in high school and stuff. Yeah. And now I'm just like, all right. I can still have energy sometimes. But I am very sleepy. I need a lot of downtime to like recharge. So yeah. Stupid what your body can adapt to. I wish my body could adapt. It does not. It just sits there and I go, do it. If I was outside of my body, I would kick it. It would be laying there and I'd be like, get up. Kick. You have things to do. Kick. Please. Kick. But alas, here I am. Sleep is nice also for the weak, but very nice. Sleep is for the weak and I am weak. You can sleep when you're dead, and I am dead. Well, I'm not dead. I'm Tanuki, but you know, anytime anyone's like sleep is for the weak, I'll sleep later. I'm like, yes, well, I am the weak. Congratulations, I am the weak. I'm always tired. To be fair, I have a lot of things that make me tired. So some of it's my own fault. For example, not eating super healthy all the time. That's my own problem. That's my own fault, okay? But then there's other things that aren't my fault. That like medical things that aren't my fault as to why I'm tired, right? So like those things I'm like, all right, well, it's fine. But the thing is, I can't even blame that. As to why I have less energy than extrovert friend. Because she also has a lot of them. So I'm like, what? How? Question mark. How? You're always in pain and yet you're doing all of these things. That doesn't make any fucking sense to me. You're eating on time at least? What do you mean on time? What does on time mean? What does eating on time mean? Blame your old folks for that part? I can't even do that. I'm pretty sure they have more energy than me too. I can blame my auntie. Does that count? But I can't even do that because both of my aunties are well worse off. Crunch. Nice. Pop. All the way down. Yeah. Oh. Funny brain chemicals do funny things while moving. sometimes the funny brain chemicals don't exist in your brain. And that's, you know, it is what it is. Sometimes the funny brain chemicals don't exist
Jello
and you
Noel
need them
has
too.
thrown $210. Congrats on your first song cover. It's well done and you sound amazing. I hope this moment is all you ever imagined it to be. Thank you to everyone who helped you with this splendid production. The informants are so grateful and happy for you. 3.
Thank you, Jello Noel. The heck. Thank you, I appreciate it. but why? But that's the real. But why? The covers are supposed to be like the presents that VTubers give to our audiences for like thank you guys for always like being around and supporting me, and they're supposed to be like a present for you guys. What the heck? Thank you, I appreciate it, but it's supposed to be like, you know, fun things for you guys to enjoy, right? Yeah. Couldn't think the amounts I chose to taste it. Imagine you release it into that. No, I'm not gonna think about that. I think that would stress me out. Uno reversal? No, it's not supposed to be. I give you your Uno card back. I give you your Uno card back. Yeah. It's supposed to be. Yeah. I don't know. That's how I think of covers, right? They're things. They're like what's the word? Like I can't think of the word. When you it's a word for when you work. It's the thing of I can't remember the there's a saying. It's when you do work for love ? Labor of love. Thank you.
Acriphius has thrown $150.
No!
Reverse and then draw 4 more cover suggestions.
No! That's not how that works at all! Oh my gosh. Thank you guys. What the I'm over here trying to explain. Thank you, Acriphius. Over here trying to explain it's supposed to be like, it's like, you know, like a labor of love so that we can like do something cool and like give you guys something fun other than like outside of the usual, right? Just like cause yeah. Cause you guys always support us, so we want to like do something like fun and cool and put our all into it and make sure that it's like good, right? I don't know. That's why I tried to do like a lot of research beforehand and like find people who I thought would fit this particular project and stuff, because like I did want to make something that I would be proud of too, but also I wanted to make sure that my first cover that you guys like it would be like a good, like it would be, I don't know, worth you guys taking the time to like watch it and like have it be something that like I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. Anyway. That's what it is. Okay. All right. Thank you. Where is the fuck? It's fine. It's fine. It's still all that. I know. But still, I appreciate it. But also, I feel bad. You had to put your name behind to make it something you're proud of putting your name to. To some extent. I always try to do my best when I do things in general, but there's things like this cover or like if I'm doing any like a sort of big event or something, I always want to make sure that like while I want to be proud of it, I also want like not necessarily you guys to be proud of it, but I want you guys to like enjoy it a lot, right? Because that's why I'm doing it. That's why I'm doing it, right? Because like I like singing. I love singing. I do it all the time, but I don't need a cover for me. I can listen to my stupid self sing all the time. I sing in the shower. I sing when I'm laying on the floor. Like, I can listen to myself all the time. It's dumb. But, like, I want to make something nice and polished and put together so that you guys can enjoy it. Right? Yeah. Yeah. You take me by surprise and you were making a cover song. You didn't think it released this soon? This isn't soon. It took me so long. It took me so long. How often do you lay on the floor? All the fucking time, Direwolf. I prefer laying down or sitting on the floor to sitting on couches and stuff. The only two pieces of furniture that I use on a regular basis are my computer chair and my bed. And I only am in my bed if I'm sleeping. Otherwise, floor. I like the floor. Also, if I lay on the floor, the bunnies come and sit on me. So, yeah. But yes, I like floor time. I find it calming. It helps me to, like, de-stress and stop being an anxious piece of shit. And stop being a depressed piece of shit. So, yes. You feel bad for all the time we don't. You guys still get to hear me sing when we hang out and we'll play games and stuff. Carpet or hard floor, both. In my old computer room in the den that is eventually going to be a soundproof room once I take all the stuff out of there. I think Hart actually texted me earlier today. I probably should have read that, but I've been busy all day. I had to take everything out of that room and then we'll build that. But that room is like laminate flooring. So I would lay on that and it's hard. And then in the living room where the bunnies are, the whole apartment is laminate flooring. But the living room also has carpet over top of it. So, yeah. Hi, Richard. You sleep on the floor? It helps you compress your back? Yes. Yeah, that's another thing. It's nice to lay on when you have back troubles. Yeah. Marble floor doesn't sound as comfortable. I like the tiles in the kitchen are nice and cold, especially in the summer. Yeah. The floor thing, it's always been a thing for me. Like laying on the floor and stuff, which apparently is also really common with people who are neurodivergent. Apparently. I have no personality traits that are not that apparently I'm very stereotypical in terms of personality traits, because apparently that is a very common neurodivergent thing. But sitting on the floor I got because growing up we had a couch that was only big enough for 3 people, so it was Ma Hart, Pa Hart, and Bro Hart, and I sat on the floor on a pillow usually. Like when we would watch things together, so we would watch like Survivor or 24 Hours. I think it was called 24 Hours. It was like an action spy show. Something like that. I don't quite remember. We watched a lot, just 24, yeah. Pa Hart is really into action stuff, so we watched a lot of, I watched like all the like Mission Impossible stuff, Born Identity stuff, like that was our usual go-to when I was younger, because Pa Hart really liked it. Like all the Bond movies we watched, like any old school like spy or action movie, I've probably seen it. Do you watch King of the Hill? No. We weren't really, our family wasn't really like a cartoon type family. So I didn't really see much, like sometimes we would see like The Simpsons or something, but even that, not too much. it was a lot of like action spy stuff or cartoons. We'd get Saturday morning cartoons, but I also grew up with bunny ears because we weren't allowed to have cable when I was growing up, so I only ever got cable if I went to Mima's house, to my grandma's place, or to a neighbor across the street or something. Yeah. Yeah, because we just had bunny ears on the TV, so we only got local channels for the most part. And then, yeah, so lots of spy stuff, lots of spy stuff. And we would always have movie nights. I've talked about this before, I think, but we'd walk to like a local VHS rental place, and we'd have movie nights. So every week we would get to do cool stuff. But yeah, I was the only one who was into anything animated, and that has obviously persisted until now. Yeah. Yep. Wow, VHS. Shut up! It's fine. Don't worry about it. Yeah, VHS rentals. VHS rentals and bunny ears. It's kind of sad that kids will never understand what bunny ears are, right? I was gonna say, like, if anyone asks me what the fuck bunny ears are, I swear to fucking God. At least it's not Betamax, yeah. It was a VHS and Blockbuster, yeah. Be kind, rewind. Yep. And everyone, some people, like the rich people, quote unquote rich people, had like VHS rewinders, like a separate machine that just rewound it for them. My neighbors had one of those. I thought it was the coolest thing ever. Anupagi, thank you, thank you. Thank you, I appreciate it, yes. But yeah, I think most of us here will remember Blockbuster. I think most of us here will remember Blockbuster. We are a, I feel like we're a slightly above average age group for VTubers, maybe. Question mark. I could be very wrong about that. You know, maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like most of us here get the VHS Blockbuster feels. You know, birthday parties where you go bowling at a local bowling alley, or you do party games and piñatas. Like you would walk with like a balloon in between your legs, between your knees or something, to the end of a little runway, and then you would have to pop the balloon under your butt, and then you'd run back, or like pin the tail on the donkey. Elephant, the elephant, see him blow. Watch all the butterflies, how they go. Anyway, see? All the things, you know? Chat median age is probably just slightly younger than me, probably. Probably. Only visited 3 to 4 times as a child. I don't have strong memories. Yeah, we used to do rentals every single week. Yeah, it was our big family night. We would all sit around and like we would have like unsalted, unbuttered popcorn and watch a movie. Yeah. Keep remembering Rogue Squadron from Blockbusters because you rented it every week. Miss those play places with arcades. Play places with arcades. You mean like when McDonald's had like the Nintendo 64 or what? Or like Arcadium? I think that was what it was called. Arcadium? Unsalted, unbuttered. Look, I grew up real healthy. That is also why I'm near certain my current taste in food is so garbage. It's because I grew up, I've told you guys this before, I grew up incredibly sheltered, okay? So I never got to do like cool trash things, you know? So I think when I initially moved out at like 18 to go to uni, I immediately was like, I'm gonna stay up late, I'm gonna eat junk food, oh my god. Yeah. So, haha. Remember the renting anti-piracy bits? Yeah, you wouldn't download a car. I would so totally download a car. If I could download a car for free and it would work, I would download a car. And nowadays, you can probably download and 3D print a car. I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure it's fine. Indoor playgrounds where they used to have arcade machines. Indoor playgrounds and arcade machines. I don't think I ever lived in a place that had something like that, but to be fair, when I was young, we moved around a lot, and I've said that before, but also we lived in a lot of weirdly rural places of the raccoon world. I lived in a lot of small towns growing up, sometimes cities, but usually small towns. Yeah, or suburbs. So, yeah, makes sense that they probably wouldn't have had something like that if they did exist. Yeah, nuggies are great. Gain freedom, but lose free time. I don't know if I lost free time. I think I gained free time because I used to have mandated hobbies, okay? I'm pretty sure I gained time. Free time at the very least. My university was down my family home, so just live at home. See, mine was semi-close, but when I say that, it's like a 2-hour... It was like a 2-hour transit ride away from my parents'. So I started uni and I transited, and then second semester I moved into that cupboard under the stairs at my friend's place because I didn't want to transit anymore. And instead it was like a lot closer. It was like a half an hour transit instead. Yeah. Yeah. Terrible. And I remember the good old days of Chuck E. Cheese's. I never got to go to Chuck E. Cheese's either. Yeah. I never got to do things like that. I did take gymnastics for a while. I took ballet for a while. That didn't stick. I got kicked out. I took martial arts for a while. And then they shoved me into organized sports because then I would have to go multiple times a week. And I was out of the house for long periods of time, so. Yeah. Ari! Welcome back! Hello. Hi, Ari. How was the rest of your karaoke? I hope it was good. I hope you had a fun time. Yes. For those of you who don't know Ari, I did raid into her earlier, and she was doing, I think, Polish-only karaoke. So I hope you guys had a lot of fun. I did have to jet out after a little bit of listening to her. She's gone to eat? Yes. Oh. She gone eat Ari. I'm not gonna eat Ari. I've never forgive you. I don't know what you're talking about. You're a great singer. It's fine. You're good. It's fine. It's just for fun, and you got to hang out. Yeah. I wanted everyone else to hear you singing too. Yeah. Just passing on the love. That's what it is. You heard some songs that sounded interesting. Yay! Yes. It's always fun like that. Final, thank you for the gifted. Thank you, I appreciate it. Welcome on in, Paul. Welcome. Now I need to listen to your thank you. Everyone seemed to like it, and I'm so heckin' happy. I was so, was stressed. I was really excited to show everyone the cover, but I was also, vaguely, I was like, oh no, what if they decide they don't like it? What if they decide they don't like it? But I think everyone liked it, so I'm really happy, because it took a hot second to get everything together. I was telling the informants, I don't understand how people, there's some people who put out 12.5 million covers. They're so fast. They're so fast. I don't know how they do it. I don't understand. I honestly don't. It drives me crazy trying to think about it. They're so fast. Covers they take a long heckin' time to put together, and they're expensive. I don't know how they do it. I really just don't understand. And hello, Rogue Admiral. I can't talk. Rogue Admiral. Hello. Apologies. I have not. I did actually try to turn off subscriber only chatting mode earlier, but I couldn't figure out how to do it. So, apologies. Few VTubers you follow that do a cover once or twice a month, and you're just in awe. Yeah, I don't understand. My running theory is that they they have the skills to be able to do a lot of it themselves. So like they can mix and master, or they do the MV themselves, or they're good at art, or like something, right? Like there's probably multiple aspects of it that they that they've done themselves, I feel like. Yeah. So, like, I know Roa, one of my kohai, she doesn't put them out, like, all the time, like, zoom, but she puts out quite a few covers, right? I don't know how she does the thing, or have the connections. Yeah, that's one thing for sure, is Roa knows exactly what she's doing when it comes to covers and stuff. I have asked her questions. She actually was the one who recommended the mix and master that we went with, Kururu or Rob Savior. Yeah, because I went through a whole bunch. I had a whole list of people that I had done research for, and I was like, I like their mixing and mastering. And then most of them were full. One of them did Maeve's recent cover for her mixing and mastering, and I was like, oh yeah, okay. So they were busy with someone else in the company. Yeah, so Roa gave me that suggestion, and I was like, nice, thank you. Just don't sleep, then you have covers. No, that's not how that works at all. It's not how that works at all. Oh my gosh. Can sing and mix and master are a great combo. Yeah, that's the thing, is I'm thinking like maybe I should try to take the time to figure out that skill, but like again, then I'd have to listen to myself, and I really don't want to do that. It's probably a good idea for me to learn that skill, but currently I'm leaning on the can't teach old Tanuki's new tricks, and I'm just gonna blame it on that. But probably one of these days. One of these days when I don't have a couple of other things running in the background at all times, I'm gonna try to teach myself how to do maybe like timing and tuning, or mixing and mastering or something. I don't know. Because like I've said, it's also like the programs are expensive and the plugins are expensive. And imagine being a perfectionist. Yeah, that's also a problem, Ubagi, because I am indeed a perfectionist, only when it comes to my own shit, and only until I give up and then say, fuck it, this is good enough. I don't know if anyone else is like that, where you're like a perfectionist for the first half of the thing, and then it takes so long and you're so sick and tired of it that you're just like, fuck it, we're just going with it. It's fine, whatever. And then afterwards, like you send it off to whoever is down the chain next, and you're like, oh, I should have, oh, fuck. I do that. That's what I do. So it takes me forever to get the first bit done, because I'm very self-critical. And so that's part of the reason it takes me forever to record things. Because I'm like, okay, that was really good, but what if I could do it better? And so I re-record it. So you're a perfectionist until you are annoyed. Yes, essentially. That is essentially what it is. I'm a perfectionist until I run out of patience. And then I just try to get things done. And then it's a circle. Imagine being a perfectionist and yeah. Again, me, final. Me. I'm gonna blame the ADHD for the procrastination. I know that that's not fair. I've been procrastinating long before I knew I had ADHD. But I will blame it on that so that I don't have to think about it. Yeah. I resemble that remark, signed 2025. Yes, exactly. What do you mean from this off-script reading? What do you mean? Procrastinate professionally? Yeah, I'm very good at procrastinating. Terrible combination. It really is. It's actually the worst. It made it really stressful when I was still in school. I was good at school, but it was one of those things where it was like, even if you had the best intentions, like I would start writing an essay and I would get like 5 pages in or something, and I'd be like, nice, we're going at a good pace. We've still got like, 2.5 weeks before this is due. we'll just do like a page a day or something, and we'll get to the end. And then I'm like, in my brain, I'm like, oh, you know what? We've already started. We're good. Yeah, it's fine. And then you don't touch it again until the day before, and you've still got like 23 pages or something that you have to write. Yeah. So, I did that a lot. And I had long-ass fucking papers to write, so... yeah. That's future use I literally say that all the time. Like, that's future science problem. And the informants can attest. I have said that multiple times, even on stream, let alone off stream. It's a problem, but it's fine, you know, it is what it is. To record this 10-minute videos takes me multiple hours. Yeah, they take me a really fucking long time to record. It's very much a thing. And I've been told, like, the other girls are like, you can just record it and, like, be, like, just be done with it. I'm like, no, but, like, what if there's a better take? What if I can get this to sound better? Like, what if this can be done just a little bit differently? We'll fix it in post. I don't know how to fix it in post. That's the other thing. So I try to get it all right the first time around. There will always be a better take, and that's the problem, Direwolf. Because until I run out of patience, I will keep looking for the better take. And that's why it takes me so fucking long to record shit, okay? If I don't have a deadline especially. For example, the V&Universe episodes had a deadline. Did I record every single episode the day before the deadline? Absolutely. Did it take me like 6+ hours when there were multiple episodes where I had multiple lines? Absolutely. Yeah. Whereas I know some of the girls were just like, all right, like they would, so like if the line was like, well, I guess that's the way it is, right? Some of the girls would just be like, well, that's the way it is, and then they'd send that in. Cool, they're done. They've got their one take. And whereas I would take like 10 takes, and then I would pick 3, like I said, right? So I was like, well, that's the way it is. Well, that's the way it is. Well, that's the way it is. And then I would like take the ones that I thought sounded the best, but like also different enough, and then I would try to cap it at max 3, because when it came to voiceover work previously, having more than that was not good. So you would like have them slightly different, and you would have like 3 options, and you would send those in, and then you label them, right? Like line, like scene whatever, line whatever, and you have your 3 takes, and you send that in, and then you do the next one, and then you do the next. Anyway, so that's how I would record, and it took me a really long time. And it's not supposed to, but it's because I don't have anyone outside telling me not to do that. And so when I'm in charge of my own stuff, I get really in my own head. So it takes me a really long time. Have a good night, Ruben. See you. Bye-bye. Yeah. That's the thing. I like having things outside of me to stop me from being me. I guess when it comes to work, because like I have the bad talent of being able to take something that's supposed to be like a quick and easy thing and turning it into an incredibly long and painful task. Yeah. Yeah. And I understand that that's not good. I do understand that that's not good. And I am working on it slowly, and I have actually gotten better at it, but I'm not good with it. I know that it's still a thing. So yeah, I need to like give myself deadlines to get things done, and like I tell other people about the deadlines so that I can be held accountable. Yeah, and sometimes that's just the way it do be. It's just the way it do be. Teehee. Teehee. Yay, sleep is for the weak. I am weak. I need sleep. Have a good night, Waverly. Have a good night. Yes. I should honestly go to bed as well. Given that I have to get up real early tomorrow. Well, early for me, not for anyone else. I've got to get up early for me tomorrow. Because I've got, got a doctor's appointment at like 10 a.m. It's fucking early. So fucking early. Maybe not for anyone else, but again, for me, that's really early. And I have to walk there. It takes like half an hour to walk there, so. Gotta be out of the house by 9:30. I don't wanna be out of the house by 9:30, but I gotta. And then I gotta have time to, you know, take a shower, get all my clothes on, and be a person. It's stupid. It's stupid. To be honest, same. Yeah, gonna need a lot of coffee to survive work today. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Direwolf. I will also be on the coffee train tomorrow. Oh yeah, it is also the third stream I've done in the last 24 hours. You're not wrong. You are not incorrect. Let me see who is up and around today. You know what? It looks like Elia just started streaming. So I think we're gonna go raid into her for now. I haven't raided into Elia in a hot second. Where is... This is incorrect. Serenity is not streaming right now. Thank you, YouTube. Okay, I need to refresh. Unless she is still streaming and I'm just incorrect. Ah, there we go. Save. Alright, we're gonna go raid over into Elia. If you are not familiar with Elia, she is an indie VTuber, originally from the land of tea. Originally, from the place with the tea-alike accents. She is a very cute goose, and now she is in the Japan. And yes, a goose. She is indeed a goose. She is super sweet. She's always up for a yap. She's very friendly. She's incredibly kind. So, so let's go over and give Elia lots and lots of love. Thank you guys so much for coming out and hanging out with me so much today. I'm so sorry if you had anything else you needed to do. And I took your time. I'm so sorry, but I really do appreciate it. And thank you guys so much for coming and watching my premiere for my first ever cover. And I hope I hope you guys liked it. Anyway, thank you guys. Thank you. And I'll catch you all next time. Yes. Sayonara. Bye-bye. Bye.